Welcome back, everyone. I have been joined by, I've been joined across the ether from Canada by part-time science officer and full-time sexy elf person, Elliott the Moose. Hey, cutie.
Best introduction ever.
Oh, I tried to make him fun. All right, let me set that. There we go. Oh, and welcome back, NB. I hope Filthy Frank behaved.
Uh, I have loved the chicken content.
Oh,
Also,
I
hi
am here
Envy.
for the chicken. Boy, you were out for a while today.
Whoopsie. Yeah, that's why, I fucking called the doctor about this. I literally could not stay awake.
Yeah. And I couldn't get to sleep when I wanted to today. That was frustrating. I'm like, oh, hey, I have all this spare time now. I can take a nap before my stream and start early. And then I'm like, I laid in bed for half an hour. I'm like, this ain't happening.
Oh, sad.
Then my stomach started being a jerk and ugh.
What a butthead.
Indeed. God, I hate this particular teacher so much. He reminds me of my 4th grade teacher, Mr. Twig, who was a fucking asshole.
Ugh.
Just
Somebody's name was Twig.
Yep, Richard Twig. Dick Twig. He
That poor man.
Yeah, he was just this cantankerous old goat who is waiting out his years till retirement. Those are always the worst teachers.
I've only ever had teachers that are about to retire that like they're at the point of like not giving a fuck, so like every day was like movie day in class.
Yeah, usually towards the end of the semester, you'd get movie day. Because it just gets to a point where it's like, all we're really doing is killing time till finals. So, one year, I want to say it was senior year, every teacher was showing Twister. So, like, I saw the first half of that movie about 4 times in a day. And
What the fuck?
yeah, thankfully, the astronomy teacher, he was like, well, yeah, but I'm going to project it on the planetarium. That's totally different. They're like, yeah, but we've all seen half of it today. Is there something else you could put on? So we put on a laser disc of Return of the Jedi. I'm like, well, that at least fits in the planetarium a little better.
Space.
Oh, man.
Also, you had an astronomy class? That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, okay. So it was cool because I genuinely like the subject. I used to listen to multiple astronomy podcasts because I just couldn't get enough at the time.
Nerd.
You know it. But there was is there anyone in the school I can hang out with? Okay, so I have a playing card that indicates that somebody should be available. It's someone on the rooftop. Is it Haru? It's Haru. I guess, since nobody else is available.
You're like, ugh.
It's Other Girl. Yeah. We're going to meet up with the others, and Akechi is going to tell us we need to deliver it on a certain day.
All we gotta do now is send the calling card. So, no. In my opinion, we should wait until right before the time limit.
May I ask your reasoning behind that idea?
Dramatic
Sasan
flair.
is a realist, even if she believes the Phantom Thieves exist. Do you think she knows how they steal hearts? Furthermore, there is a chance she expects that she herself will be targeted.
So because her heart is ready for any possibility, the calling card might not have enough effect?
I only say that theoretically, but I believe so. Hence, it would be prudent for us to wait until we are driven into a corner to act. If we do so with no time to spare, I assume even Sai-san would have to be somewhat agitated.
Ensuring the treasure actually appears. That sounds quite logical. Impressive, Akechi-kun. Though it is a bit vexing that you know more about my sister than I do.
That's only because of my work as a detective. Well then, if our time limit is November 20th, and we act the day after sending the calling card, shall we send it out on the 18th?
That's
We should prepare as much
just
as
10
we can
days away.
before
We
then.
can
Well, I
probably get
can't
that done
complain about
tonight.
having more time. Make
Hell
sure you have
yeah.
one.
Okay, so calling card's not an option. And it does not seem that there's a useful way to spend my time. Oh wait, hold on. Who's in Shibuya? So yeah, the planetarium was kind of cool because it used a classical star projector, which is basically just a couple large orbs with holes drilled in them, instead
Yep.
of a projector that like just put slides up on the dome. So it was very cool. Nice piece of equipment, and I hope that it's still in operation. But the teacher was possibly the most boring man in the world.
Oh, it's sad.
It's such a contrast because, like, the subject is fascinating. The guy teaching it could outbland beige paint. He did have a sense of humor, though. There was one day we came in just before an exam, and Monty Python's Galaxy song from Meaning of Life was playing on the record player.
That's excellent.
Yeah, good choice, I thought.
Well then.
So the one teacher I had that was in his last year of teaching, in my grade 9 year, I got him for history. And
Oh.
so literally he just had us like
All right.
Nice.
watch history documentaries every day, basically.
Oh, wow.
Which like were kind of helpful sometimes, but like full on he would be sleeping through them. And history was the last period of the day, and
Nice.
this boy was sleepy and depressed as fuck. So guess who was sleeping through last period?
I usually slept through my last period at Well as a math class. Actually, this was in one specific year. So we had
Hey,
a math class where the
thank you.
sorry, the
Wow.
first
This
teacher
place should do nicely.
was driven to a mental breakdown by our class.
Oh Jesus.
So there was a substitute for a couple days.
Remember what I told you? If you ever won against me using my right hand,
Yo, Akechi, what
you
the
on
fuck?
with everything I've got.
It wasn't until the fourth teacher that we had one that stayed for the rest of the year. And I encountered her a few years later at like a McDonald's or something. I'm like, have you had any class that was nearly as unruly as that one? She's like, no, nothing touches that one.
Oh God. Yeah, see, that was my grade
That wasn't enough to satisfy me.
7 or 8 class.
Fault, though.
Your
Your insight allowing you to determine my dominant hand. Your quick
in our little brains, like, we just theorized that it was because of us, but like we drove this poor woman into an early retirement. Like, she never came back to teaching.
Thank you for
Um,
indulging my selfish
And she was like a fairly new
requirements.
teacher too, and we're just like, holy shit, we sucked so much. that she's just like, never mind, this is not what I want to do.
Yep.
You won't be able to defeat me unless you actually fight with lethal intent.
Okay, buddy.
Show me your true skills.
I did not expect this turn of events. Hold on. Strong against light and dark. I think that'll do.
This isn't it.
And if he has any weaknesses, it ain't telling me what they are. Cute.
You're mine.
Oh, you're going for physicals against me. That's adorable.
How quaint.
Okay, well, I won't use him. That would be a disaster. I'll use the penis monster. That could work.
What now?
Look at his head. That's a dick. There is no shortage of penis monsters in the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei games. What is going to have a real good chance of fucking him right up? All right, let's try Big Fat Nuke and 380. Hey, that's a good start. So he's going for dark. It's fine. Blocked. Suck it, Akechi.
Nice. How fascinating. Go, Robin Hood.
Oh. So I didn't know he could cast Megadola. That's cute.
This was not expected.
Oh, did he just back down?
No wonder you're the leader of the Phantom Thieves. You've caught up to me on this front already, too. Of course not. But if we went any further, we'd both go beyond the point of no return, wouldn't we? In all honesty, I'd love to see just how far we can go. But we have an important mission coming up. Until that's finished, you're a vital ally to me.
Well, that's concerning.
Done here. Let's go.
This fucking guy. Yeah, so the teacher we finally got in that math class kind of disappointed me because there were things I wanted to know and she couldn't even point me in the right direction. That really bothered me. Because the thing I needed to know was at least, maybe you should look at a trigonometry book. That would have at least got me in the right direction for the question I asked her.
Oh, jeez.
She didn't know enough. And I'm like, that's frustrating.
I'm sorry I asked you to indulge me.
Yeah.
A bit better now.
So
Doesn't always end up that, like, teachers that actually studied or even like the subject
yeah.
get the job
About that duel,
for it.
if we had fought to the end, do you see yourself winning? I had a feeling you'd say that. I'm going to
There
be
was one
entirely
teacher. I didn't
honest
actually
with you.
have him for any classes.
I hate you.
Oh, Akechi, what?
Your deft handling of your unfortunate circumstances. Your uniqueness. Your ability to surpass me. All these irritate me.
Oh.
You're the one person I refuse to lose to.
This boy trying to use big words to sound smarter than he is.
He is really giving us a hint that there's going to be a heel turn coming up here.
Without a doubt. Even I was unaware that
So,
it was
yeah.
this severe.
Whenever there was a school assembly, which is something we did not care about, it's like, it's a pep rally for the sport ball
This will be
team.
my proof.
We never wanted to be bothered with that. So a friend of mine and I, we would sneak out and go somewhere else. And one time they started stationing teachers at all the egress
Exit?
points. Yeah. So
Oh no.
my buddy, he's like, this is crazy, but I have an idea. Follow me. So we go up to one teacher that he knew, and he's like, so we don't want to go to the rally. So how about we go to Burger King and we bring you something back? And he's like, oh my god, I really can't do this.
Call it a day.
But get one of those chicken marinara sandwiches and I didn't see you. So some other teacher who I did know and who was a narc and a piece of shit saw us and he confronted this guy about it. And he played dumb. He's like, oh, they said they had some doctor's appointment. Played it fucking cool. And then we bumped into him later, to drop off his sandwich. And he said, oh, yeah, so-and-so saw you guys leaving. So I told him you all had detention with me. Don't worry about it, though. Don't actually show up or anything stupid like that. So that guy was pretty cool.
Oh my god, checking your phone in the classroom?
This isn't a thing that was even possible when I was in school. Like, a few people had cell phones, but who were they going to text with? And cell phones were a bit larger back then. Not huge, but still pretty large. I mean, I didn't own a cell phone until 2007. And that was because I had no other option to keep in touch with my family. Because there was no wired service in my apartment.
That's fucking weird.
Yep.
Trying to think what year it would have been when I got my first cell phone. I think 2009?
Yep, that was when I got my second one. And that was the last flip phone that I owned. But the first smartphone I owned was like a Droid 2. I still own it. I don't know if I could ever get it to function in any meaningful manner, but it still exists.
I had one of those like slide up phones that had the like full keyboard underneath.
That was my Droid 2. Actually, the first two Android phones I owned had those, and I really liked them.
Right? I never needed to learn T9 because I've always had a full keyboard.
Yeah, I did do T9 a bit on my first couple phones, but not often.
Yeah, like I would struggle through it if I had to, but like I never got efficient at it at all.
Well, like every text after the first 250 was like 35 cents a pop. I was like, man, fuck that.
Yeah, I remember my cell phone was like prepaid situation, and it would like give me a little like text message when I was like running out of things.
Yeah. I still have this camera. It's a motion activated security camera, and it does the bare minimum. Basically, if it detects motion, it just starts. I had it set up to just start dumping stills to an FTP server. It was on my LAN. I wasn't going to have FTP exposed to the internet. But
yeah, fair. Yep.
The server would just sit there, and if it saw files pouring into its incoming directory, it would send me a text message when it started getting new files and when it stopped getting new ones. And it would smash them into an MP4? Actually, I think I went with WebM at the time. And I could view it. I could view that directory from outside the home network, so I could see what had happened. Eventually, when I got a smartphone, I just had it email me the videos. Only really came in. It only really resulted in anything a few times. Once was this asshole who broke into my bedroom while I was at work.
What the fuck, dude?
Another time, a couple of cops just waltzed into my bedroom because the front door of my apartment had been left open by a prior roommate, and I was all the way up in Michigan at the time.
You're like, the fuck is this about?
Yeah, I was not amused. And then another time, I had gone to work, and this is actually in my current apartment. I'd gone to work, and I had a weather radio in the kitchen, and this kid who was working for the property manager came in and turned it off because a storm warning had come in, and I was super paranoid about those down here because, you know, it's Iowa, we get tornadoes, and it's just a good thing to be ready for.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a few. Actually, we had tornado sirens going off this morning while I was in bed. I looked at the notification on my phone. It's like, oh well, these are going to stop at 7:45, so I'll just sleep till then, and then the alarms won't be there anymore. It's like that totally works out. So to get an idea of my first, real, oh, I'm actually in Iowa moment, I had just finished at work on a Saturday morning. Yes! And the nearest bus stop that I found in the book I took from the, I hope that's not sarcastic. The schedule I had taken said that there was one at the campus. I'm like, okay, well, I should be able to walk down there before it shows up. Thanks. I'll get downtown, then I'll take the number 3 back to my friend's place. Anyway, I turn onto the road where the campus is, and I'm walking, and I see on the left of me, they have expanded some classes into trailers. No, sorry. On the left of me was a cornfield. On the right of me, there was a pasture that cows were grazing in. And ahead of me was the college that had broken out some overflow classes into double-wide trailers. And while that's all happening, I hear a tornado siren going off. Okay, so here it is. I have not been here a year, and I've already reached peak Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. says hello. He is, standing on my arm right now.
Aw, hi, mister. You being a good boy?
He's certainly making sure that I never get out of bed.
I'll be a smartass. Yeah, I carry cat in my bag. That's my cardio. All right. So, pretty much the only thing I can do until we're allowed to send the calling card is more social link stuff.
You're back.
Oh, who's up? Yes, we will go visit what's her name. However, do I have... I do. Okay.
Friendship.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure I had a star arcana thing for the extra points while chatting with her.
Thank you very much. Actually...
Oh, that's right. I changed her mother's heart. Yeah.
Bedtime for Avery.
Oh, yeah?
Good night, Avery.
All right. Well, you have fun.
I hope she goes down easily.
Oh,
Well, they seem pretty small. It shouldn't be much of a fight. Oh, wait, that's not how children work, is it?
Wait a second.
um,
Hmm. I can't believe somebody would go through the effort of fixing chess matches to make their kid look good. That's kind of fucked up.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, even when I'm playing against, like, a younger niece or nephew or a younger
I
sibling,
look forward
like,
to
I
it.
never throw a game, you know? It's like, if you beat me, I'm not going to be able to take that from you because you will have beaten me legitimately, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, my knowledge bumped up. Is that still... Yeah, that's maxed out.
Until next time.
Cool. I should be able to max her out soon.
Giggity.
I think she's an option to be a girlfriend, but I've already got the gothy, gothy nurse, doctor.
Too bad you can't be polyamorous.
You can't be poly, and you can't be gay, which is some bullshit.
Boo.
So much heteronormativity. It's like, it's okay if you're straight, just don't be straight in public.
Ugh. In front of the children.
Wow. Oh.
Man, I didn't have a single call today. I had like exactly one yesterday. This week was so slow. It's amazing.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs.
Gay. Frogs.
I wish I had the talent to do remixes like that. Because there's a couple other Alex Jones remixes. There's of course the classic Bill O'Reilly Freak Out one, which is really good. Bird and crow have very similar. Huh?
Do you know the answer?
A line in the character bird has a line that the character in crow doesn't. Why is it missing in crow?
This is it.
Way to go.
Whoa, okay, that was a guess. I'm proud of that one. Huh.
Interesting.
I remember at some point I learned that in Japan that you have like 3 different systems of writing. And the way it was described was you have the boxy ones, the squiggly ones, and 10 million embodiments of your worst nightmares is how the 3 kinds of writing were described. I'm like, great.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, I watched. This is back when I was watching my friend's dogs. I took them out first thing in the morning, and I'm standing in the backyard while they're frolicking around, doing their business and so forth. And I hear a commotion coming up from the trees. And I look up, and there's an owl. And there's like a dozen crows just losing their shit at this owl. And they drove that owl away. I'm like, wow, they did not like that guy at all.
Poor owl.
It's like, I don't know what he did, but damn.
All right.
I mean, that's just further, another notch in the crows are awesome pole.
Come on, man, you gotta aim.
Whoa, what? Oh, this kid's being a little shit. You gotta agree to those terms at the beginning. Come on.
Wrong.
The king.
You bastard.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I like that they actually costumed these unnamed characters. So is it finally going to sink in that this kid's been an asshole?
Bad guy? Me? Really? Aw. I'm not a bad guy. Am I?
Yeah. No way.
So what's that get us to? 6? Dang. Oh, sweet. I gotta remember to use downshot. It's a cool skill. And it's one of the reasons I made it a point to advance this social link. I haven't used it. No, and a little boop to the kindness meter. Still only 3. Okay, well, we'll get there.
Bye.
Because at some point you need to get a job at Lala-chan's bar to investigate one of the targets and mementos, because you don't get a name for him right away. And I'm like, well, I need higher kindness to be a bartender, apparently. Whoa. You alright over there?
Yeah, I was just trying to read. I can't read and talk at the same time.
Oh, okay. I just heard something like fall. I'm like, wait, what?
No, it's Mr. trying to get up into the window. Which he knows he can do. He's just being a little shit about it.
Okay, so I already maxed out. Oh yeah, so she's not an option here.
Welcome.
I love that it gives you little chatter bubbles.
Yeah,
That's neat.
there are so many little things that they do in this that I really like, and a lot of big
Do you
things
need up
too.
in the window? Do you need assistance, child?
Hey,
God. Any other day he can move the curtain himself, but like, my God. He usually just like moves it enough to like see where he can land.
What is this place that looks like a soccer ball? Oh, that's...
Welcome.
Oh, yeah, I don't know who these would be best for, and I'm too lazy to look up a guide right now. Oh, I do have a fortune arcana. You know what? I'll engage with the fortune teller. Why not? Sure, it's only 100,000 yen.
You're like, I'm loaded.
Well then.
Oh, so we haven't even triggered a confidant with her. Huh.
You're back.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
For real?
Oh, we got swindled.
Whoa.
Holy Stone is just salt. Oh man, we got cheated. We got cheated bad.
You're salty.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Morgana. Good God, cat.
No way.
What? Grana's just clarifying.
Hey.
So we're going to talk to her today, or is that going to be another... Boy, I'm putting a lot of time into her, and it isn't really paying off, except I got a pile of salt in my backpack.
You know, what every kid needs.
Exactly. God, I always kept, like, at least a tablespoon of salt in my backpack when I was in high school. Just scattered it all over the place.
Just reaping chaos.
I had some friends who would keep little plastic baggies of oregano with the intent of putting it on the pizza they served in the cafeteria. But they also did it because it made school administrators look like idiots.
For real?
And it got to the point where so many people did it that they just banned oregano from the school.
That's fucking hilarious. Or like, you may not bring spices or herbs to school.
The spice must flow.
Oh.
Jeez, it's been 6 months. Well, I suppose they expect me to do Anne's social link earlier, but I was distracted with literally everybody else.
Yeah, fair.
Like, every time in every game, there's some girl that you're relatively close to that is the lover's social link, and I always feel like that's the one that they're pushing for the canonical waifu.
Right. And you are resistant.
Every time. Just because I know that that's what they're pushing, I'm like, no, I'm out.
You're like, you can't make me.
It's like, well, I'm sorry, but there's this nurse who's kind of a goth dummy mommy, so we're gonna talk to her. Also,
Yeah.
Also, she sells those SP adhesives, so.
Right.
Just pretty girl.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank goodness. Honestly, don't know what to do if I wasn't.
Well, you know, since I'm an
You're like-
ordained minister, so I usually throw in an additional "bless you, my son" when somebody sneezes. I should probably get that card sent to me so I can pull it out. It's like, yes, that's right. I'm a minister. Let me in. I don't know what this actually qualifies me for. My dad.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, my dad became one so he could wed some friends of his because they weren't interested in having a religious ceremony. So they're like, "Can you do it?" And like, maybe, I don't know. I guess I'll find out what I have to do.
Right?
So I went and I signed up for one just for giggles, so I could say, "Well, that's okay. I'm a minister. I can repel the undead. I can perform drive-by baptisms
Can you
with a water
invite
gun."
them over for like a party though? Can you be like, hey, sup, dudes? What if I want to befriend them?
Uh-oh. Is this all going downhill for her? I will be right back. Just a sec.
Wait.
Okay, sorry about that. It's just getting a little warm in here. Oh, excuse me.
What? Oh.
Oh, who's on today? You all right there?
Big.
Big stretch?
Mm-hmm.
man.
One of my biggest wins in my dollar store endeavor yesterday is that I got an extension cord as well as a 10-foot charging cable, so
Oh.
I can actually charge my phone in bed now.
That reminds me, I gotta get new. I still have a couple devices that use micro USB, and the two really big cables that I had both have bent connectors. I'm like, damn it!
Oh, fuck.
It's like I thought I was done with that entire protocol, but I guess not. Because like USB-C is so much more convenient.
Right? You can't even put it in the wrong way.
Exactly. And the data throughput it allows is absurd. I love it.
You're absurd, and I love you.
I love you too, cutie.
Absurd is also just a great word.
It really is.
You're back.
Hey,
I am not going to bother Kawakami. That feels really gross and exploitative. Like, I don't want to engage with that storyline at all. If you weren't aware, Kawakami is one of the teachers, and you found out that she works for one of those maid services.
Oh.
And, like, you basically blackmail her into being a confidant. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
hey.
Oh. Oh, honey, no.
Now, is this?
Jeez. Is she basically going to be the Cassandra of this story?
What?
Oh my god.
For real?
God, if I just had a complete lack of ethics, I would do horoscope shit and fortune telling bullshit like left and right.
What?
Just swindle people.
Well, like you've heard of feng shui?
The thing is,
It's basically this thing where you reorganize somebody's place to let various quote unquote energies flow through it more smoothly.
Yeah.
There's like no actual thing to learn. You just basically say a bunch of stuff that sounds convincing and charge a bunch of money for it. Like I think it was on Penn and Teller's bullshit. They had 3 different feng shui professionals come in, and they all gave completely different explanations for how a room should be arranged because it's not actually based on anything that really exists. It's very funny.
It's just vibes.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yes, we're gonna do another Yuya Uchimura. Okay, sure. So I guess we're going to get another target in mementos. We are doing that a lot for social links. I mean, we did Hufumi's mom. Welcome back, NB.
Welcome back, gorgeous.
You know, both names that I could call NB for short seem a little off. Because calling her kitten sounds like affectionate in a way that would not be appropriate. And NB is very generic because I know a lot of people who are non-binary.
Totally fair.
It's like, I already have a kitten. She's working right now.
Poor girl.
Fine.
Envious is also like shorter than the whole thing.
True.
Which, like, it took me way too long to notice that envious is a play on the word envious.
Hiya.
Well, I have a friend on Twitch who goes by the name Big Trash King. And
Yeah.
it took me way too long to notice that those initials are BTK, which was, of course, what a serial killer in the Midwest called himself. BTK was for bind, torture, kill.
Oh.
Yeah. So whenever he comes in the channel, I call him, I say, hey, BTK. No, not that one.
See, I've heard you say that, and I meant to ask, like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
But now I know.
By the way,
And knowing is half the battle.
Fact.
Oh boy, this guy's hitting on something that bothers me to no end. I hate the sound of my own voice.
I love it.
That's good.
I'm really gay for you, though, so...
I've had multiple people at work tell me that I should be on the radio or something, which kind of tells you about the age of our clients. Because it's like, who's on the radio anymore?
Yeah, the modern equivalent is podcasts.
It's funny. Somebody told me I should start a podcast. And I'm like, do we really need another white guy with a microphone? And she's like, if it's you, yes. I'm like, okay, well, that's a pretty good compliment.
There's full on a TikTok sound that lives rent free in my head that goes, "Stop giving white men microphones."
I mean, we're a fucking menace. I can't believe I was able to get a microphone without a license of some kind.
Nice going.
The problem is I haven't had any podcast ideas that somebody else, or at least many other people, haven't already done. It's like I thought about doing one about movies, and I'm like, no, I've listened to at least 10 different movie-related podcasts. So it's like, that's just too saturated. I can't even think of an angle that would really get us anywhere.
Right.
And like, I kind of want to do true crime that isn't focused around murder, but that also requires a lot of research on my part, and I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, like, it would be a lot of time and energy commitment.
Okay, yeah, we're about to hit that bell, so I'm going to go ahead and take a short break. Oops. The intermission will be accompanied by 3 minutes of ads in the hopes of preventing pre-rolls. If you don't want to see the ads at all and just groove out to the music, there is the subscribe button, which is not expected, but always appreciated. Please stand by, we won't be long.